Shalom, this is Rabbi Shlomo Furst here. You got your 5-minute do's and don'ts about learning on Tisha B'Av series. We'll go another few days. Tisha B'Av is coming on Yom Rishon. It's Nitya this year. So there are a lot of things that we'll discuss in the next few times about what you're going to be able to learn. Specifically, today I want to speak about, you have Psukim in the Torah. You have 2 times the Torah goes into what is called Tochacha, the chastisements of the Torah HaKodesh Baruch Hu, in the first one in B'Kusai, in Sefer V'Yikra, and you have Moshe Rabbeinu's Tochacha in Kisavoy in Sefer Devarim. Both of these, there's a lengthy parshas. As a matter of fact, when it comes time for reading the Torah and the Beis Knesset on Shabbos, the Baal Koirei usually picks up his speed and tries to, he doesn't do it so he can't pronounce the words, but he does it in a pretty fast way to try and get through these psukim of Tochacha. They're also called, unfortunately, curses, that HaKodesh Baruch was telling clearly, Klal Yisrael, Moshe Rabbeinu is telling clearly, Klal Yisrael, what's going to happen if we're not going to pay attention to his commands and if we're not going to learn Torah in the proper way. And it goes down the line from anything you can imagine to everything that's happened to us throughout our history. All these things have been included in these psukim. So just looking at the psukim, reading the psukim, trying to understand Pashut, what they mean, also looking to Rashi, explaining what they mean. These are things which are called divine royim. They're things of bad. It's bad news. It's bad news for the Jews, and that's what we have to try and remember on Tisha B'Av. That there's been a lot of sorrow for our people throughout the centuries, through our Golas, our destruction, and leaving Eretz Yisrael, and we're supposed to try and feel for that on the day of Tisha B'Av. One thing when you are learning, whatever you're learning, the caution that I have to give you, as the post can speak about, is not to learn too much what we call be'in. Don't get too involved with it. It's easy if you learn a pasuk, a person will look at a certain verse in the Torah and the Tochacha, and he'll look at Rashi. From that he'll maybe have a question on the pasuk itself. On the Rashi himself, he'll take a look at the Sifsei Chachamim. From there he wants to take a look at the Ramban. Before you know it, a person's involved with a whole, what we call a whole sugya, a line of reasoning, a method of analysis of trying to understand the pasuk. We're supposed to learn on Tisha B'Av. We make Birkas Torah on Tisha B'Av, but we have to stay away from reaching that level of learning that's going to give us a simcha, because that simcha that we get from our learning, which simcha in Torah in general is supposed to give us simcha, we want to have that simcha from our learning, but on Torah Tisha B'Av we have to avoid that, because that would take us away, that will distract us. We'll have what we call a siach das, a distraction from the mourning, from the sorrows that we're supposed to try and experience on Tisha B'Av. So learn on Tisha B'Av, learn a lot. You can spend the whole time on Tisha B'Av learning. However, just don't go into it too deeply, that you're going to get a geshmak, a simcha, a joy from what you're learning. And stay away from those things which are joyous to learn, which you're happy to learn. And also, you have an opportunity, the kinas end, and then you have minka. Not so sure if you have a minka gedola by you. Try and daven minka gedola. Spend that half an hour, 45 minutes from the end of the kinos till the time of minka gedola. You have maybe 45 minutes, maybe an hour's time. Decide, instead of going home and maybe hitting the sack, sleeping it off till the afternoon, if you have a chance, spend that time at least learning before Mincha Gedol, daven Mincha Gedol, you pour your talis and tefillin, and then you have your afternoon. If you can push yourself a little bit more till the rest of the afternoon, learn as much as you can. That's the biggest thing you can do to try and rebuild the base of English. Till next time, have a good day.